war is over, we will get married and I will grow flowers like you, and our story will be one of the most beautiful love tales in the universe.
Taehyung stayed home that day, still in his pajamas, sitting on his room, staring at nothing in particular. He said he wasn't well, but deep down he just didn't want to go. That's when his phone buzzed. Jimin. Where are you? Not as a question, it felt like he already knew the answer. Taehyung replied casually, I'm not well, I won't be coming today. But Jimin didn't buy it. Because just a while ago, he had seen Taehyung talking, laughing with his crush. You didn't look sick to me? Taehyung froze for a second. But instead of explaining, he chose to avoid it. It's nothing, I just didn't feel like coming. And then he said something he didn't think twice about. I hate history anyway. As a fashion design student, it's not even important to me. That was enough. On the other side, Jimin's expression changed from concern to disappointment and then to anger. Even if you're my best friend, I'm not gonna tolerate this. I'm telling the teacher. And just like that, everything shifted. Within minutes, another message appeared from the history professor. Meet me in my office now. There was no escaping this. Taehyung showed up, standing there in front of the professor, silent. A mix of emotions running through him. Confusion, irritation, and something close to regret. The professor already knew about him skipping class, about the unfinished assignment. And this time, she wasn't letting it slide. If you don't respect history, then you will go find it yourself. She gave him one task, just one name. Captain Jeon. Taehyung didn't understand. The name felt unfamiliar yet strangely heavy, like it carried something more. With no choice, he agreed. As he stepped outside, he saw Jimin waiting. In that moment, all the frustration, all the anger found a direction. You're not my best friend. The words came out cold, sharper than he intended. Jimin didn't reply. He just stood there, eyes slowly filling with tears, questioning himself, questioning everything. Was he wrong? Taehyung didn't stay to find out. He walked away, leaving behind a silence that hurt more than any words. Later that day, Jimin tried to fix it. One message and sorry, then another. I shouldn't have done that. But this time, there was no reply. Sometimes it only takes one moment to change everything. And this was just the beginning. That night, everything felt different. Taehyung sat alone in his room, the soft glow of his screen lighting up his face. One name kept repeating in his mind, Captain Jeon. He searched again and again, but there was nothing. No records, no history, no proof that such a person even existed. It didn't make sense. How could someone be given as an assignment when he didn't exist? Frustrated, he picked up his phone. There is nothing about him on the internet. Where am I supposed to find this? The reply came almost instantly from his history professor. If it's not on the internet, then go where the history still exists. Museums. Day passed, but nothing changed. No answer, no clue. At school, Taehyung sat alone in the cafeteria. Noise around him felt distant because something was missing. Someone. Jimin. Later that day, as he walked through the hallway, he saw her, the history professor, and suddenly everything came rushing back. The deadline. He hadn't found anything, not a single thing, so he turned, trying to avoid her. But it was too late. Taehyung? He stopped, slowly turning back. She didn't look angry this time, but serious. I'll give you a few more days, but you will submit this. No excuse. That was a breaking point. Taehyung walked up to the terrace alone. The sky above him felt just as empty as his thoughts. Why him? Why this? He wasn't even a history student. He was a fashion design student. This wasn't his world. And yet, he was trapped in it. Frustration turned into helplessness, and helplessness into tears. And that's when he said it. I wish I could go back to the time he existed, to see everything myself, to understand the truth. Sometimes wishes aren't just words. Sometimes they are heard. He walked back down, trying to forget everything, trying to act normal. He searched his classroom and opened the door. But something felt wrong. This wasn't his classroom. It was something else. Wooden interior, strange uniform, and unfamiliar silence. Before he could react, they saw him, soldiers, and to them he didn't belong. They thought he was a spy. He ran without thinking, without understanding, tears in his eyes, fears in his chest, and then he collided with someone. They both fell. When he looked up, everything stopped. The man in front of him was different, stronger, colder. Captain Jeon. Orders were given and everything went dark. When he opened his eyes, he was tired, surrounded, watched. He didn't understand anything, and then someone walked in, an older man with authority. He looked at Taehyung and said something no one expected. "He is my son." And in that moment, everything changed. Because the past was no longer just history. It had become his reality. He wasn't ready for what came next. A woman stood in front of him smiling. "Are you okay, my child?" He froze. A mother? In his world, he never had one. But here, she was real. It broke him. That same day, she served him food with care, something he never felt before. But then she noticed it. His phone. "What is that?" He panicked, but tried to explain. "It's just a small device." When he looked at it, his heart dropped. 7th October 1894. That evening, he looked downstairs. Soldiers waiting. This wasn't his home. So he searched room after room until he found it, a hidden path like a maze. And then a voice behind him returned, shocked. It was him, Jungkook. "Your father is waiting." At dinner, they all sat together, silence, discipline, power. Later, he stepped into the garden, told the workers to rest, and then she appeared, a woman in white. "Welcome to 1894. He couldn't understand. "You wish to come here, and someone here wished to leave, so your souls were exchanged." Everything went silent. "Don't interfere with Captain Jeon. It will destroy you. Your present will change." And just like that, she disappeared. But he didn't stop. That same night, he went out searching, following. Then he felt it, someone behind him. He ran, reached the plaza, found a soldier. "Someone is following me." But when they looked back, no one was there. That night he returned home, lie down, but sleep didn't come easy because now he knew one thing. This wasn't just a past, it was a trap. The next day he stepped out into a world that wasn't his, dressed like them but still different. The market was crowded, but his eyes searched for one person, Captain Jeon, and then he saw him standing there like he belonged to that era. Without thinking, he followed, step by step, walk, run, stop. Then something changed. He saw him helping an old woman, gentle, kind, and for a moment, his heart softened. Jungkook entered a cabin, and Taehyung followed. But inside, he was gone. Suddenly, a hand covered his mouth. "Don't make a sound, or he'll kiss you." It was him, Captain Jeon. He pushed Taehyung aside and stepped out, sword in hand. A masked man appeared, and then they fought. Steel, movement, danger. I was sent to follow him. The truth hit hard. Taehyung wasn't safe. When it was over, Jungkook returned. "Come out." But Taehyung collapsed into his arms. When he woke up, he wasn't alone. A different room, Jungkook's face, confusion, fear. And then he acted, snatched his bag and ran. That night, he wrote everything, every detail, every moment. But something else stayed with him. The way Jungkook looked, the way he fought, the way he cared. Dangerous but beautiful. And from that moment, he made a decision. He would follow him.